Good morning. The morning in the sun. Even if it's overcast, doesn't matter. Really good for your eyeballs. If you wear glasses, PS, and you are having a hard time sleeping, here's a little tip for you that we cover in our sleep class that's coming up in November 17th. Registration's open. Find the link in my bio. Get outside in the sun in hour 1 of being up. And get the sun, even if it's overcast, even if it's not bright sun. Don't stare into the sun if it is bright. God, please. But getting outside and having just the natural light hitting your eyeballs is such a brilliant way to trigger your pineal gland to function a little bit better. This is the kind of stuff we're going to be talking about in the upcoming Vitality Sleep class, which is a live class. There's no replay. You have to join us. It's all online. Coming up on November 17th. That is a Tuesday night. That's 3-4 weeks away from now. But yeah, if you wanted to join in on that class, you have to pre-register in order to get the Zoom link for it. So that is available through the link in my profile if you wanted to join us then. Good morning. That's one thing. Here's another thing. I have a gut class coming up. It starts up on Saturday as the first module. So we've got 6 weeks of a group program on helping you figure out what pieces to put in place to support your own gut. Here's why. What is leaky gut? And why is it all the rage right now? Well, it's all the rage because we're finally figuring out so many pieces that when there is a health issue going on, you can band-aid that solution if you want. But do you want to figure out why something's not working well in the body? And 90% of the time when something's not working well in the body, I'll tell you, it's the gut. God, guys, the gut is ground zero for all of the things. And so we're going to be talking about the leaky gut. We're going to talk about which foods can help when you have gut issues or any other type of health issues. And we're going to talk about which foods can hinder. And why it's a different list for each single person. I know. We're going to talk about it. That's the kind of stuff we cover in the Gut Lovin' Bootcamp. But who needs to take this class? I'm going to go through this list. I want you to say yay or nay. And if you find yourself saying yay, you know what I'm going to say. Okay, do you have super farts that clear the room? Do you have acid reflux, heartburn, GERD? Do you have to take proton pump inhibitors? Do you get all the colds, all the flus? Does everything that comes through hit you and hit you hard? There's a gut issue, guys. Do you have an autoimmune condition? That to me is obvious, but perhaps not to everyone else. Autoimmune, the majority of your immune system lives in your gut. When you have an autoimmune condition, your immune system is on high alert all the time. What's happening at the gut there, friend? Long list of foods you cannot tolerate, and it only keeps getting longer. But Luca, I'm celiac. I took out gluten. How come now I can't handle this and this and this and this? Yeah, we'll talk about that. Do you poop less than once a day? Even once a day is not even enough. Like, we should really be moving things out at least twice a day. I'd love to get you up to 3 times a day. If you're pooping once a week, honey pie, we need to do some gut work for you. Let's see. Do you have picky eaters in your midst? This is an interesting one. If you have picky eaters, children who love to eat all of 6 foods, I have one in my house, it's a surefire indicator that there's gut stuff going on. Do you have a chronic disease? Any type of chronic disease. The big guys like cardiovascular disease, obesity, type 2 diabetes. But even the smaller stuff, chronic disease, I'm talking like mood stuff, anxiety stuff, the stuff that may not feel like it's as big of a deal, things like bursitis, like chronic bursitis, or inflammation of the joints. Anything that ends in the word itis involves your immune system that's mounting a reaction, an inflammatory reaction. Well, where's ground zero for inflammation? Answer that yourself. It's the gut. Yeah. Let's see what else. Skin stuff. Yeah, eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, hives, itchiness, swelling, that sort of thing. Acne that you can't control. Yeah, I got one going on right now. It's all the mask wearing. It's all good. But the skin stuff is always an indicator of something happening at the gut. Always. When you have steak, do you feel like you have a meat baby and you can't digest it? Or were you, like me, vegetarian for 3-4 years and then tried to eat meat and then felt so sick? and thought, oh no, I just wrecked my chance to eat meat. No, and we can help you with that. Thyroid stuff, any thyroid, whether it's an autoimmune condition or something where like you go get your blood tests done and they all look within the normal range, but you still wonder about metabolism, why your extremities are cold all the time, why you're losing hair, and how lovely it's been to not have to shave your legs for 5 years. No, that's a thyroid issue, friend. Maybe you have cracked heels. That's a thyroid issue. Whenever there's a thyroid issue, I guarantee you there's gut stuff going on. Do you have yeast infections, chronic, recurring ones? Do you have anxiety or mood stuff? Do you have painful joints, creaky joints, chronic pain stuff? All of those points. Do you have reproductive issues? Do you have gut issues like IBS, IBD, Crohn's, colitis? Oh, well, that's obviously gut stuff going on. But some of the less obvious gut stuff is not feeling awesome. Going to the doctor and the doctor saying, no, your tests and everything look good. But you're sitting there going, no, but I don't feel good. So the gut is where you can best address this stuff. And the gut, the beautiful part of this is that you can do it within the confines of home. You don't need special ingredients. You just need to know which foods will help, which foods may hinder, and why your list may look different than somebody else's. And that's what we cover in this Gut Lovin' Bootcamp. So if this resonates with you, I have some spots left. I'd love for you to join us. It kicks off this Saturday, 6 weekends. We've got a half-hour module video that gets delivered, or a worksheet that is handed out, or a goal-setting sheet. So 6 weekends where you have to dedicate half an hour maybe. An hour if you want to do some of the homework with it. But even just sitting down and understanding what is within your own power brings back a little bit of sense of control to you. And what are those pieces you can put in place so you feel okay for yourself, for anybody who in your household who is dealing with chronic issues, chronic health issues. Because the gut is ground zero. So this is the work of maintaining a really strong and robust gut, and why this will help you in the long run for vitality, for health, for wellness, for quality of life, and quantity of life. So if this is something that sounds right to you, registration to everybody opens tomorrow. If you had your name on the wait list, then the email went out on Friday morning already with the registration. So there's still a few spots for early bird guys. If you want to join in, check your email. And if you didn't see it, go check your junk mail folder, because these kinds of things tend to go astray. But registration will open tomorrow. I've got payment plans too, if that works better for you. We'll set you up. And if you're not sure if this is something that would work for you, then send me a private message and let's chat about it. Because I want to make sure that the right people are in this program, and the people who need this information will be able to access it. So hit me up. In the meantime, may your day be a glorious one, and may you get some sunshine on your eyeballs within that first hour of being up. Okay, I've been up for 2 hours, but all the same. Ciao, everybody.